Hey, sup? This is your friendly neighborhood reader, and today I want to discuss with you all the weirdest reading habit that I have when it comes to this single author, and his name is Brandon Sanderson. Yeah, if you all aren't aware of who he is, I would genuinely say you should know who he is because he's the king of fantasy. Yeah, it's very debatable, but if I had to crown someone as the best person to ever write fiction, literally fiction, like fiction through words, it would be this man. Let me get one of his novels. Yeah, uh, this. This is Brandon Sanderson, and he got me back into reading. And you all must be wondering, like, why would I say if he got me back into reading? Why do I have weird habits? Because of him, and that is, he publishes his novels in mini formats. Okay, yeah, he does. And normally I would have never cared which edition of the book I'm reading, but when it comes to his work, I really do, because his novels are not just work of fiction. They feel very very, like, vast, and it's as if the words that I'm reading are actually somewhere, like those people exist somewhere out there, even though I know they are like fictional characters, fictional world, but still, so reading his work by the correct format is very hard. And I started my my reading journey of of his work from this traditional paperback. Yeah, this isn't fancy, this isn't anything too dramatic, even though it's very cozy and chunky to hold. I would literally, I fell in love with his work when reading this book, and this was my first ever Brandon Sanderson novel. But uh, I sort of stopped reading him after the 13th chapter of this book, and that's not because like his work got boring or the pacing was slow. No, I really loved this novel, and that's why I bought the same novel. Okay, it's not a new novel or a sequel. No, I bought the same novel in hardcover. I just had to, because when reading hardcover fantasy, it feels more elegant and more in depth, as if the world really you can really capture the world and the characters in it. Okay, and the thing is, I love this book. I really love. I maybe love this book more than the first edition I have. But the thing is, first copy of the traditional paperback, the white one, it's very comfortable and it's very chunky. It's just that cozy book that you'll read. Okay, but when it comes to this one, the hardcover one, the gray and gold plates and all this stuff, it's very elegant and you really can capture the book. But the thing is, it's very stiff, it's borderline uncomfortable to hold, for long periods of time. And that's the kind of person I am. When I start reading a book, I really give 1 hour or two to each book. I read very slowly to really love what's going on through the words that are visible to me. I love them, but this one is very stiff and it's borderline comfortable to hold. So I thought I should jump back into paperback, and the thing is, I did jump back into paperback, but I bought a bundle. Okay, this is the bundle, and I thought this would be the same size as this one was, but it's untrue. It's not this. They are not the similar sizes. They are very different. This one is cozy. It's not. It doesn't feel elegant. It doesn't feel like anything distinctive. It's just normal. It's ordinary, even though it's very comfortable. And this one feels elegant and very heavy and stiff. I love the way the thing is presented in it, even though the everything is same. It just feels way more, you know heavy in a nicer way, and even in a physical way, which is bad. But when reading, it feels in a nicer way. Anyways, I bought that bundle thinking that I'll try this edition, and you all must be wondering, like, hey, what's wrong with it? The wrong is this: it's so fucking small. Like, it's way too small for me. I love a chunky and a big book, but I didn't even give this format a try. I couldn't return it because fuck Amazon, right? Like, the policies they have, it's horrible. Anyways, I couldn't return it. So I just kept them. I didn't ever look at it. So I completed reading both the first book and the second book in this format of Godzilla, the same publisher for the white one. Anyways, I was gonna buy the third one and keep on reading and finish the trilogy with the same format of the novel, but I didn't. Instead I bought the original Tor one. Yeah, the original publishing company which Sanderson worked with, and made the final and most beautiful novel ever. It's very beautiful. It doesn't have any illustrations, sadly. I bought this partially because I felt they would have illustrations, but they didn't. But the map was very beautiful, better than the last two ones. I'll show it to you. Uh, you see the map? It's it feels so beautiful, right? I hope you all can see the map. Yeah, the map in this version is it's the best, and I love the formatting, the words, and everything in this book. But this one is in chunky, which I kind of like. I kind of didn't like. I love chunky novels. I've always loved chunky yet in medium length kind of novels. But this was slender and long, which I didn't really like, but I could get used to it. So I started reading this. I completed the first part part within days. Like, the first part is roughly around 120 pages long, and I completed it within 5 or 6 days, I would say. That's how much I loved the formatting. But it felt stiffy and very uncomfortable to hold, which is the usual case with the hard covers. Anyway, I jumped into this book. Yeah, this book comes from this bundle. Okay, I have I have the entire trilogy. Yeah, I have the entire trilogy. Anyways, yeah, yeah, I I sort of switched from the hardcover to mass paperback, even though I first stated that I hate mass paperback, which I still did during that time. But I decided to just relieve my hands a bit and not really hold this chunky, stiffy hardcover. I didn't want to hold it, but I still wanted to read and continue the journey. So I did what I did. I just took this book and I started reading, and I was blown away because this feels so intimate, so comfortable. It's small, it's very small. Like, it's smaller than my face, I would say. Yeah, it felt small, but I really loved it. It was so intimate, and I really formed a connection with this one. It wasn't elegant, it isn't cozy like the first one is. This just feels personal. It's something that I could pass on to my future generations of kids if I ever have them. Yeah, that's what I felt while reading and holding this book. And now I'm in a dilemma, and I need your help because I want to continue reading this work, but I don't know what to do, which version to choose. As you saw, he has many formats like traditional paperback, hardcover, and mass paperback. Traditional, as I said, it felt cozy, it felt comfortable, but it didn't feel anything extraordinary. But while reading the hardcover ones, I felt that depth, the emotions, the portraying of the characters, the world building at a very high scale, and I loved it. But when I picked the mass paperback, I didn't. Those things went away. The elegance, the depth, it went away. Instead, it turned into something more personal, more humane, perhaps I would say, which is all mad. As they're just this is all fictional work, but still, it really felt in person for me. It really felt as if I was living in this world and viewing everything that was happening, which I wasn't able to do with the other two formats previously. But this one really did the wonders for me. So I'm in a very confused state. Which format should I keep on reading and keep on like buying in the future whenever I read Sanderson's novels? Because it's a dilemma, really. It's a very difficult thing to do if you love novels the way I do. I'm gonna crack a joke which will be very bad, but still, I would say my standards as a reader is way more toxic than any dating, any any dating could be. Like, men and women, when they wanna date, they say outrageous stuff as their type, personality, blah blah blah. But when I, as a reader, say that I'm way more toxic and way more outrageous than even dating preferences when it comes to books. Yeah, that's how I would describe my personality as a reader, which is just, yeah, baffling, I know, but still, that's how that's how I would call it, or say whatever. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the video and my ranting, and I just leave suggestions down in the comment, like which not genre, which format I should keep on reading: traditional, hardcover, or mass paperback. That's it for the day. I hope you'll have a very beautiful night ahead of you, because it's night. Yeah, I'll stop joking. Take care. Bye.